you're supposed to do that, and then I'll finish this ayah. The ayah it's an amazing ayah. We'll just finish this ayah and our talk is done tonight. So what are the 2 tips you can help build your relationship with the Qur'an? You've heard many pieces of advice before. This is my deviant, misguided advice. It's not Islamic at all. It's psychotic mostly. But I'll share it with you anyway. Number 1, you take an ayah, you recite an ayah, you understand its meaning, and you turn it into a dua. I'll say that again. You recite an ayah, you understand its meaning, and you turn it into a what? A dua. So somebody says, how do you turn alif lam mim into a dua? Alif lam mim. No, not like that. Not like that. Let me tell you how. What does alif lam mim mean? We don't know. We don't know. Ya Allah, teach me what I need to know. Ya Allah, teach me what I need to know. Ya Allah, keep me away from things that I don't need to know. Ya Allah, remind me that you know everything and I know nothing. Keep me humble in my knowledge. A dua that comes out of what? Alif lam mim. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This is a book in which there is no doubt. What's a dua you can make when you read that? Ya Allah, never let me get any what? Any doubt. هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. It's guidance for people that have taqwa. Ya Allah, give me guidance. Ya Allah, make me from the muttaqeen, the people of taqwa. Yes? Every time you read an ayah, what can you turn it into? A dua. I will not tell you how to do that. You have to do that yourself. You have to use your mind yourself. Turn a recitation of the Qur'an into an opportunity to ask Allah. Easy. It'll make you interact with the book of Allah. That's 1. I'll give you 2 tips. That was 1. Here's the 2nd tip. Pay attention to what you're reading. And when you pay attention, a lot of times you will not understand what Allah is saying. Why did Allah say this? How come He said that? How come He said this over here, but He said that over there? Does that ever happen to you? If you're reading Qur'an, you develop what? Questions. Write your questions down. Collect your questions about the Qur'an. Seek out their answers. Try to listen to some lecture, some book, ask an imam, something. Maybe you hear an answer that satisfies you. Maybe you hear an answer that doesn't satisfy you. And you keep seeking the answer, seeking the answer, seeking the answer, until you find the answer. And you know what that pursuit will do? That pursuit will remind you that you don't know anything. And when you find the answer, you will find a peace in your heart that Allah's wisdom just opened up a little bit more for you. The door has been opened just a little bit more. It'll make you appreciate the power of reflection on the Qur'an. You cannot deeply reflect on the Qur'an until you learn to ask questions. You know, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. But لَا بُدَّ مِن سُؤَالٍ. You have to ask first to have questions. So collect your questions. That will help you in your reflection. Now I'll come back to the ayah. Let's finish up the ayah. So now so far Allah has talked only about the Qur'an, hasn't He? I thought this talk was about Ramadan. But Allah's lecture on Ramadan in the Qur'an is شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. So far the entire conversation has been about the Qur'an itself. That means this month that is coming will be the greatest month of your life, because you will not just fast. You will not just eat a lot of pakode and samosa and kebabs. You are going to recite more Qur'an than you ever have. Think about more Qur'an than you ever have. You're going to memorize Qur'an this year in Ramadan. You're going to love reciting it, love listening to it, love talking about it, love listening to its explanation. This is what you're going to do. This is going to be your month of Qur'an. That's what Allah wants first. Then He says, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْ. Then whoever gets to witness that month, then he should fast. Where does taqwa live? Where does the Qur'an live? Where does the Qur'an live, guys? In the heart. بَلْ هُوَ آيَاتٌ بَيِّنَاتٌ فِي صُدُورِ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمِ. These are clear ayat that live in the chests of people that have been given knowledge. You want this heart not only to have taqwa and fight your body, but to fight your body, your heart has to be strong. To be strong, your heart has to be fed. What does it have to be fed? The Qur'an. You're starving your body and you're feeding your heart. That's what you're doing in Ramadan. So He says, whoever witnesses this month, then he should fast. Should I leave? There's a license plate number? Very good. So, I love those announcements. I'm sorry, if you own an Accord, I'm sorry. I apologize. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. But still, I'm saying that so you at least temporarily feel better. Okay. So now, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْهُ. Whoever gets to witness that month among you, then he should fast. Check this out. Allah did not say, whoever lives in that month, or whoever, you should fast in that month. He said, you should witness that month. By the way, to witness something, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمْ, to witness something, you have to be awake or asleep? Wait, let me say that again. To witness something, you have to be what? Awake. Oh, so you have to be awake in Ramadan? Yeah? You sure, Bahrain? You sure you understand what I'm saying to you? You have suhoor, then you pass out, then you wake up for dhuhr, and you pass out, then you wake up for asr, and you pass out, then you're really awake for maghrib. And then you eat so much you can't stand in salah. Oh my God. If you want the most out of the month of Ramadan, you have to go out of your way to stay what? Shahida minkum shahra. Don't spend your day sleeping. Don't spend your day. I love the teenagers. They're the best. They pass out like they're dying, and then they wake up. Is it time yet? No. So useless. God, do something with your life. Stay awake in Ramadan. Don't sleep too much. You can sleep the rest of your life. This is the month where all humanity is supposed to wake up. The Muslims should not be sleeping. The Muslims should be awake. Allah will give you energy. Don't worry about the energy. Brother, but it's so hard for me. I can't fast. Well, my energy goes away. Shut up! Just do it. Allah will give you energy. Stop making excuses.